Well, I get it, but I told you this is YouTube. Right? I told y'all this is my YouTube channel. Okay, so this is definitely going to be public. He's actually a 17-year-old kid who is basically kind of ran away from home, and he doesn't want his dad to find him.
I don't want this to get public. I don't do that.
Are you running from something?
Well, no, but I just don't want it to be
Are you
public.
sure?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one, all right?
What's up, YouTube?
So, guys, we got merch. Make sure you go to AtlantaStreetInterviews.com and grab one of the newest drops. The merch is popping, so make sure you go get it now. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. If you love the channel, or if you just like the message, Homeless Lives Matter, we all have a story. Or
I love Atlanta Street Interviews.
go right now. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Get one for your auntie, your mama, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your nephew, your frenemy. Get one for everybody. AtlantaStreetInterviews.com. Go cop the merch.
Now back to the content.
What's up, YouTube? All right, guys. So, the video that you're about to see, I'm gonna tell you right now, he's BSing the whole video. Okay. The long and short of it is that he's actually a 17-year-old kid who is basically kind of ran away from home, and he doesn't want his dad to find him. He says that his dad is abusive to him, chokes him out, beats him, all that stuff. And that also, interestingly enough, his dad is gay. So the long and short of it is that, you know, the whole story about his parents being in rehab is BS. It's actually his mom that's in rehab. Of course, I got all of this out. You'll see at the end of the video, he kind of walks off because he realizes that this is going to be a public video. And so when he realizes that, he decides that, you know, he doesn't want to do it anymore because he knows that his dad is going to see his location and know the area where he's at. So I told him, hey, man, this is God's plan. This guy's plan. It's not, I don't know what you want me to tell you, but, you know, this is definitely going to be public. And, you know, he's a 17-year-old kid. I get it. He doesn't want to be found, but the parent in me, you know, is going to go ahead and post this video. Well, you're looking at it right now. And, you know, hopefully his dad will come out here and get him. Because I get how he feels, but if anything turns around and happens to him out here, and I don't post the video because he didn't want me to, then I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel partly responsible if anything bad happens to him from this point forward. So you guys are watching the video, and we will talk about it. You know, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. All right, have a good one. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young man today. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, man.
All right, all right. So are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how old are you?
I am 18 years old.
You're 18?
Yes.
Okay, so what the heck is an 18-year-old kid doing out here homeless?
Well, basically, I'm out here, you know, I needed help. My family needs help, and, you know, they're in rehab. So I need all the...
You say your family's in rehab?
Yes.
Okay, so let's break all this down. So you're 18. How long have you been homeless?
I've been homeless ever since I was 14 years old.
So you've been homeless for about 4 years now?
Yes.
Okay. And so what happened 4 years ago that caused you to become homeless?
Well, basically my family has been doing drugs, and they really needed the help. And so my mom and my dad, they went to rehab so they can get some help. I've been out here trying to, you know, doing amazing stuff, going to church.
Well, hold on, let's slow down. So you're saying 4 years ago your parents had a drug issue?
Yes.
So they were together. You grew up with both of them in the household?
Yes.
Okay. And so do you have brothers and sisters?
No.
Okay. So you're only child, and your parents was on drugs. What type of drugs are we talking about?
I don't know anything about drugs.
Okay. Got you. So long story short, it was bad enough though that, so I mean, what type of stuff was happening? Like, you know what I'm saying, they were on drugs. What type of stuff was happening to where you ended up not being with them or whatever?
The addiction, not helping me out with school.
Where were you living?
I was living in New York.
Okay, so this was in New York.
Yes.
Okay, how long have you been here in Atlanta?
I've been here in Atlanta since in March.
Since March? What made you come down here?
So I have a friend of mine that lives here in Georgia, and I was visiting them, but I didn't have money to
get
go
back.
back to New York.
Okay,
So-
okay. So at 14, did anything happen that caused them to decide to have to go to rehab or whatever?
The only thing that happened was the drugs, and it was still hurting me for not paying attention to me. I mean, when I needed something, they didn't even care about me. So it just kind of felt like I felt like I needed someone to pay attention to me. But
What about,
they
do you
didn't
have
care.
grandparents?
My grandparents, they both dead.
Okay, so your grandparents on both sides, on your mom and your dad's side?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear about that. And so no aunts, uncles, they don't have brothers and sisters? They don't have,
Not that I know of.
not that you know of? What's your name, man?
My name is Rayshawn.
Rayshawn what?
Rayshawn Jones.
Rayshawn Jones. And you from New York?
Yes.
Okay, so and you don't have any kids, right?
No.
Okay, never been married. Okay, so yeah, let's figure this thing out, man. So, okay, the friend that you came here to visit, were you able to stay with him, or if not, why not?
I was here to stay with him just for a little while, and then I was out here they're doing a good stuff here, helping out the community, and I just needed the money so I can go back.
Okay, because what is back home for you? Do you have a home? Do you have a house or whatever back in New York or whatever?
Well, back home is where I usually grew up. I just needed to get out of the country and just want to spend time with friends and all of that.
Well, I get it, but I'm trying to figure out, do you have a home that you're going back to? So, like, you're going back to New York. Is there something back there for you?
Yes.
What's back there for you?
The group home.
Okay, so that's where you was living after your parents went off.
Yes.
Okay. How long were they in rehab for? Because you say it's been since 14. You're 18 now.
Yeah. Whoa. Ever since then,
So they never came back into your life after that?
no.
Do you get to see them sometimes?
No.
No?
Nope.
Have you heard from them?
No.
Why not?
Because honestly, I didn't know what to say to them. I don't know how should I react or what would I even do.
Well, let's start here. Do you love your parents?
I do.
Do you think they love you?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's very odd that you haven't. So you're saying your parents are alive?
Yes.
Okay. How do you know that they're alive?
Well, ever since when I was a little kid, I've been with them, and they still here. They still alive.
Right, but did you say that? Did you? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but did you say that you haven't seen them since you was 14?
Yeah.
So how do you know that they're still living? That was 4 years ago.
Who knows? But I don't know.
Huh. I mean, do you see them like on Facebook or anything like that, or?
No, I don't got a phone.
Okay, so you don't know for sure if they're alive, but you assume that they're alive.
Yeah.
Because why would they not have come back and get you? Do you think maybe they were still in their addiction, still doing the drugs and stuff?
Yeah.
What the heck is going on, man? Like, so, okay. If your parents would have happened to come across this video on YouTube, what do you think their thoughts?
Excuse me, sir. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
About the parents?
Yeah. Just.
That's a trigger for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what made you decide to leave the group home?
Well, honestly, I just needed to get away, and just needed some money. I just need some money to, I just need to do something productively in my life, and I need a work. I need to go to work and,
Were you doing that in New York?
Yes.
So why'd you leave?
It's been troubling. It's been troubling out there as well too. So I just,
in New York?
Yeah.
Like what type of trouble?
Adjusting pricing.
Adjusting pricing?
Yeah.
So inflation, basically.
Yeah.
Like it costs too much.
Yeah.
No, that's right. Okay, so because so you came down here to visit a friend. Was this like a romantic partner or just like a friend type deal?
A romantic partner.
Okay, so you came down here to kind of hook up.
Yeah.
Okay. Did something happen that caused you to have to leave that place?
I just, like I said, I literally don't want to talk about it. It's just...
Well, I get that, but remember at the beginning I said if there's anything you don't want to talk about, don't start the interview, because my questions go wherever the conversation takes us, right? Right? So, I mean, that's why I give everybody a disclaimer, because I like to try to dive deep and figure out what the heck is going on. Like, you're an 18-year-old kid, okay? And you seem to maybe have... Do you get, like, a check or whatever? Like, do you have, like, a mental delay or whatever? No?
No.
So is there any type of level of autism that you've been diagnosed with or anything?
No.
No? Have you ever heard anybody ask this before?
No.
Nobody's ever suggested this?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I mean, I talk to a lot of people out here, you know what I'm saying? And so right off the bat, it kind of smacks me of that a little bit. But other than that, I'm trying to figure out what the heck is going on. And I get it. Your parents may have had to go through rehab or whatever it is. But, I mean, you're 18 and it's been 4 years, it sounds like. Does the group home know that you left?
No.
So you just dipped out.
Yeah.
You just left in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming the person you came down here to see was a male?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you known that you lean that way?
I've known him since we were little kids.
Little kids?
Yeah.
Well, what I was meaning was how long have you known that you were gay or whatever?
Oh no, I'm not gay. I'm straight. I'm straight.
Okay. Because I asked you, was the guy that you came down to see, was that like a romantic situation?
Oh, my bad. No, but that's a friend. That's a friend of mine.
Okay. So you like women?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Women's. Okay. So did you come down here to see a girl or a woman?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're trying to, get into the right patch, trying to, get it together.
He was trying to get you something real quick.
Yeah.
So you came down to get you something.
Yeah.
You couldn't get nothing up in New York? You had to come all the way down here?
Listen, we got
Forrest?
We got all the hoes here in Atlanta, and we got all the hoes here in New York. So I don't know which one to pick.
So when you came down here, did you get some?
Not even close.
You say no? No. So what happened?
Honestly, it's I've been trying to focus on
No, what I mean is you say you came down here to hook up with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Okay, was that person a male or a female?
Female.
Okay. Did you end up hooking up with her?
Nah.
Why not?
Well, I'm still a virgin. So I'm not ready for that kind of sex kind of stuff yet.
Oh, I get it, but you the one said that's what you came down here for.
Yeah.
So I'm not getting it.
So
Why don't you just go back home?
I want to, but
So they got Travelers Aid of America. Down there at Gateway, you can get a ticket, a free ticket back home.
okay.
You know what Gateway is?
Yes.
Okay, so have you been there already?
I have, but since I don't have money, I just needed to find a way, to get some.
So what have you been doing for money out here?
I've been out here, hanging out, going to train stations, sleeping lately.
But what have you been doing for money, though?
What I've been doing for money, I've been spending on drinks and food.
Right, but how you been getting the money?
I've been asking and saying if I can have $1.
Okay, so you've been panhandling, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Okay, did you finish high school?
Well, we're on senior break. We're starting back on next week.
You've been on senior break since March?
No, we've been on senior break since the month of May.
So you've still been going.
So starting this week.
Right, but
this week.
But you say you've been in Atlanta since March.
Yeah, in Atlanta in March, but I was homeschooled.
Okay, so you were still able to go to school online?
Yeah.
Okay, because if you haven't been going to school since March, and you said you didn't have a phone, how was you going to school online?
I've been doing stuff on tablets, on my tablet and stuff. So I was literally getting some, some education, just, all of that. I just need something to do in my life that will help me benefit from my work future.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think that every young man needs to work. But I'm just trying to figure out. So
And I do gotta.
I got you, but you say the what?
I do gotta hop out.
Okay, I got you. But I guess I'm just trying to understand. So because you're saying basically you haven't graduated high school yet.
Not yet.
Okay, but you're gonna graduate?
Yeah.
When is that?
2026. 2026.
2026.
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to get back home.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. All right. I'm gonna let this marinate for a little bit. But listen, if anybody out there did want to reach out, help, or donate, do you have a way for them to do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Oh, no, I don't want this to be public. I just want to be alone. I just want to be alone and just trying to hop back on my feet.
Well, I get it, but I told you this is YouTube. Right? I told you this is my YouTube channel. Okay, so this is definitely going to be public. And I'm asking if when the people see this video, if they wanted to send you money so you can get back home, do you have a way for them to send you money?
Like I said, I don't want this to be public.
Why not?
I don't want this to get public. I don't do that.
Are you running from something?
Well, no, but I just don't want it to be
Are you
public.
sure?
No.
Because the energy has changed a little bit. Like, you're like, why are you so against it being public?
I just don't want to be public. I just don't want to get public.
What makes the smile come on? No, seriously, I want to know.
I'm good, thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one, all right?